So I sat in juvie for a month, and then they came and took me to the School of Urban and Wilderness Survival, which was at the beginning of the trail. They give you a knife, 3 empty water bottles, and a blanket. And then you have to basically follow the Ho Chi Minh Trail until they tell you you can stop. At some point, you have to not swear for 5 days. And it's one of those, yeah. They didn't fuck with your mind at all. Like, there was no, I really appreciate it. Like, I was hungrier than I've ever been in my entire life before or since. Like, I've never been that hungry before. It's a level of hunger you cannot imagine. Because every week they would give you like 3 ounces of lentils, 3 ounces of peas, and like a thing of wheat flour, 6 ounces of it, and that was it. Like, any other food you wanted to eat, you had to find. We didn't get any clean water. We were always pulling water out of cattle troughs. It was like all these abandoned cattle troughs on BLM land full of water. We'd scoop it up, and then we'd have to boil it for like 1,000 years and filter it through a bandana. Didn't have any matches, had to do bow drill, flint and steel. Got to the point by the end of it, it was like it was almost as quick as a lighter. But yeah, so 300 miles later, got out of there. And then my parents were like, do you want to go back to RMA? And I was like, what I've just been through, like, okay, so if you send me back to RMA, I'll go off into the woods and you'll never see me again and I'll be just fine. You've made me super hard to kill. I'm used to being uncomfortable. I'm not going back there.
They had a lot of little sayings, like that we would do a lot. But like in the seminars, like processes. So like there was like another one that was like, you die, you live. Like you had like
Wait a minute.
That you die, you live. You know what I'm talking about?
Was that a lifeboat?
A lifeboat. Yeah, the lifeboat process, seminar process.
So was that like you would just say to somebody, I choose you to live and I choose you to die?
To die. And you only had like 5 people to choose to live, and if you didn't choose yourself, then you fuck off, whatever. I did it twice, right? And the seminar staff knew that I did it, and for some reason, the last person, I remember to this day, I still said, you live, to one of my friends, and I'll use my last one. And the seminar lady was like, Rocky, like she called me out in front of the whole seminar. She's like, you knew what it was. Like, we were talking about it, like, okay, Rocky already knows he's going to be on the lifeboat for sure. Like, what did you do? And I was just like, I don't know. I meant to say, you die, and save it for me, but the words came out as you live, like.
So has anybody ever asked you about the lifeboat? Have you ever even remembered the words of the lifeboat before?
I couldn't remember what it's called. I remember as you live, you die. Because it was like, that was pretty intense. It was like an intense process.
That's the most traumatic thing that sometimes people remember is the lifeboat.
And then, there's other ones too, man.
Did you have eye mingles? Did you have to stare at people's eyes really close up?
That was a lot of the whole time. A lot of like break off into 5 and then stare and share and like talk, and like that was a lot of that.
Because that even when you were sitting down, I have a hard time looking people in the eye because
I've practiced on it.
That's the only way I can do it too. Yeah.
And I run businesses and stuff, and I like talking to people, so like I've had to practice it because I still can't look at my parents in the eye properly. Because like I'm not mad at them. I love them to death, and they did not know where they were sending me. But like it's still like they're still the people that sent me.
Do they believe you?
I don't know. I don't even think they watched the documentary yet. Actually, I think I kind of told them about it a little bit, like that something came out. But I guess I can't really ask them to watch it. I haven't even watched it yet. So.
I'm sorry.
So
can we take a quick break?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you want.
Do you see what I wanted?